What's up YouTube? Hope you're doing good. I've got a very beautiful chart here for you. This chart shows the cycle of life, the 7-year cycle of life through the zodiac sign. I hope you understand this chart, because if you understand this chart, it will be very much easier for you to understand other charts that are of the same structure but have got different where they put in different things like the planets. This same structure represent it can also be represented in different ways. It can represent the channels, the root chakras, basically it can represent the chakras, the planets, the image of God as well, you see. So this is a very beautiful chart here. So I'll just try to explain the chart from the infant stage to the point where death comes in. So you see, the word is Malkuth at the bottom there. That's where life starts from. That's life. That's birth there, conception. A child is born. What happens when a child is born? You see, a child learns, starts to think, starts to do actions, the crawling and the like, trying to understand this world, how it works. So that aspect of the thinking and the action is actually allocated to Aries. You know how Aries people are. They are thinkers, they are action people. You know how the god is. It's very, very, it's a thing. It's an animal that never gives up, you see. So if you don't get in a confrontation or an argument with Taurus people, they just mess you up, because they never give up. Yeah, that's the same spirit the child has. He never gives up, tries to start walking and stuff like that. If the the part where we get to learn about walking was in adulthood, a lot of people would give up. But just look at the simple child, never giving up until he learns to walk. You see, until he learns to walk. Yeah, so this is the development of a child from zero years, from conception to 7 years. The personal development of an infant. You see, the child is developing an ego. You see, the child starts representing himself as I. Everything you give him, it's I, me. You see, the development of an ego. So as it goes on from 7 to 14, the child starts learning. You see, this is attributed to Taurus. You know how Taurus people are. They are naturally intelligent people. I would say they are theoretically intelligent, not practically. The other signs that are practically intelligent, but this aspect is a learning aspect. The child gets to learn a lot of things during this stage of life, you see. So this is a very good time to give a child something to do, some activity and stuff like that. They will really benefit from this stage, because it's a very active point of learning, you see. Yeah, so that's Taurus for you. Yeah, so we go to our third, and this third is 14 years to 21 years. From 14 years to 21 years, the child gets to develop feelings. This is a very crucial time. This is a teenage time. These are our teen years, our teenage years, where we get to learn more about ourselves. We're supposed to recognize ourselves with a specific gender from here. That's why there's Gemini here. It has got two aspects. So there's the female and there's the male here. You see, the yin yang thing. So you're supposed, if you're male, you're supposed to identify with your male aspects. This is the time where you're supposed to learn to feel, control those feelings. Don't let them control you, you see. So those people that are fapping during that time, they get to miss out a lot. They're supposed to learn to identify with one gender. So that's the Gemini aspect, so that it can help them through the awakening stage. The awakening stage is from 21 to 28. You see, even in occults, the occults say at this point, at the age of 21, this is when the